Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Dhruv, and in today's session, we're going to discuss about Tmux. I know there are already lots of videos on Tmux already on internet, but I thought I could create a simple video for everyone so that they can understand how to use Tmux. Because I made these videos as I was learning, and based on my experiences, I created this small PPT and this video which can be benefited to everyone. So on that note, let's begin about Tmux. So Tmux is a tool where we can have where we can use it uh, in our operating system, basically Kali Linux, and we can install it on even on our Ubuntu or on our Mac OS, where we can have the terminal which is split it into multiple windows. So that's the only advantage. But yes, it also comes up with various other advantages, which we will look into in couple of minutes from now. So from this picture, I think it's quite evident that this terminal has been split into multiple halves, and we can see how we can use this Tmux as a tool to work to pursue our work in different section within a single Tmux window, and we can see the outcome coming from each terminal window. So apart this multiple windows, Tmux also have a point of detaching and reattaching to the session. Maybe what can happen, I'm working on a terminal window, and for some reasons my terminal window is closed, and I want to and I'm afraid that all my work is lost. So if I'm working on Tmux, I can reattach to the same session where my session was exited at that point. So that is the best feature about Tmux. So so as I mentioned, Tmux can be installed. So it's already pre-installed with Kali, but you can install it on your Ubuntu and Mac OS. So I've just highlighted these commands. These commands you guys can use for Ubuntu and Mac OS, where you can basically install it. All the configuration of a Tmux is usually placed in this .tmux.conf file, and for this video is basically focused for the Kali users. So in our case, or the Kali users have to store their custom Tmux configuration within the root directory, and you can copy this configuration from .tmux.conf file from this GitHub location. So IP IPsec basically has created this GitHub forum, and from there you can basically download your configuration and paste it within your root directory as a conf file. So this is the first step you guys need to perform before you can use Tmux. So what's the advantages of using this Tmux new configuration is that uh, as as I already told you, Kali is already installed with Tmux, but with this custom file, you guys can basically use the new shortcuts. So with the pre-installed Tmux configuration, the shortcuts of the keyboards are not very comfortable. They are, for example, Control B is quite difficult to use in the if I on the keyboard. If I press a control and the B is is quite distant away from the keyboard itself. So it is always advisable not to use Kali inbuilt Tmux configuration. Use the tmux.conf file, which is there on the IPsec. IPsec they produce lots of good videos. Even IPsec already have a Tmux video on the YouTube channel, but I was honestly, it was a little hard to comprehend, so that's why I captured all that knowledge and placed it over here. So that's how the tmx.conf file will look like. That's from my Kali. I will show you the lab in just 2 minutes from now. How I will give you the quick demo as well. That's how the tmx.conf file should look like. And I just basically copied it from this forum. We move ahead. Uh, so if we want to create a new Tmux session, so the command is Tmux new hyphen s htb. You can give any name htb, and that's how the new Tmux session is created. And if you want to have multiple Tmux sessions, you can basically have to use the shortcut Control A. You have to press Control A, and once you then release Control A, and then immediately press the letter C, a new session will be created. I'm typing, I've mentioned it over here because when I will be giving you guys a demo, you will not be able to see my keyboard. That's why. So Control A plus C. So when you press C, you have to release Control A. Remember that. So in our next slides, I will be using Control A. I will be referring Control A as a prefix. So as you can see, when I say prefix, you can mean that it's Control plus A. So if I press C letter, it will create a new bash window. So as you can see, 0 and 1, it will create a new bash window, which you guys can use for your working. And if you want to kill a certain terminal window, you have to use a prefix plus S. So C and X. C to create a new window, X to kill that window. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you want to jump in from one terminal to other terminal, you have to use the prefix plus 0 and 1. So if I want to get into this 0 bash, I will just increase the font size. If I use the prefix plus 0, I will go into the bash 0 window. If I press keyword 1, I will go into the bash 1 session 1. Now, if you accidentally close your window, so as I mentioned, the best advantage, if you accidentally close your window, you can basically reattach into the same window using Tmux uh, Tmux attach command. So Tmux attach hyphen T and the name of the session. So you and Tmux ls command will show you how many currently Tmux sessions are currently running and where you can attach it. If in case you have various Tmux sessions running in the background, you can basically choose which one to opt. So before we move on the next slides, I will show you what I will give you a quick demo what we have seen so far. That's my Kali Linux. Okay, so that's a typical terminal of the Kali Linux. I will see how many sessions are running. So right now there are no Tmux sessions are currently running. So I will create a new session. Tmux new hyphen s, the new session, and I will give a name Dhruv. Okay, my name. Okay. So it created a new session right now, as you can see. And I can basically work right now without any problem. And that's a Tmux session. You can see this green color bar at the bottom, which denotes my name. That's a session 0. Now, if in case I close this session accidentally, if I run an nmap scan, and I accidentally close my window, and now I'm really afraid that my all my session and my work will be lost. So what I have to just do, either I will type tmux attach hyphen t Dhruv, the session name, or if I just type tmux attach, since I already have the one session, I will be directly connected into the back to the same session itself. So all my work is preserved. As I mentioned in the slides, I can create new subterminals within the parent terminal using the prefix that is Control and A, and I will type once I release the Control and A, I will press the letter C. Sorry, C. So I will go back to the PPT and I will show you what I have done. Control A and press C for creating a new terminal. So ensure that when you press letter C, you should release pressing Control and A. And after releasing that keyboards or your hands from the keyboard, then press letter C. So I can create multiple windows. And if I have to kill a certain window, I have to press the prefix followed by letter X as mentioned in the slide. Prefix and letter X. Nice and easy. I will press yes. I will press yes. So again, I have only have the root the 0 session. I think this is quite easy and simple. And if in case I don't want to, because I'm about to go on a break, and I just want to detach from this session willingly. Either I can close this session from the close tab, or I can just type a small keyword. I will press the prefix and just press letter D. It shows the session is detached, and then I can again attach myself to the same session by pressing Tmux attach. Nice and easy, quite simple, isn't it? Okay, so yes, we can create, as I mentioned, in my last slide, I have shown you we can create multiple sessions by pressing the Control A and C bar. If I want to jump into various bash sessions, that is 0, 1, 2, I can't use my mouse. So that's one of the major feature that within the Tmux session, that you can't use your mouse. You can see that the bar window is basically not working, even though you can see if I go down, if I want to scroll up, I can't use the mouse. It doesn't work on the scroll bar. So you have to ensure that you have to remember the keys. So that's why all the stuffs which I mentioned on this PPT, you have to remember it. I will share the link of this PPT in the description section, so you guys can use it. So yeah, coming back, if you want to jump between the various sessions, you have to use this keyword Control A plus 0 and 1, referring to the session 0. If I want to go back, currently I am in session 2, as mentioned by this asterisk sign, but I want to travel back to the session 0. I will press the prefix, quickly release it and press 0. Now I'm back in the session 0, as mentioned in the by the asterisk sign. Nice and easy, isn't it? Okay, so we'll proceed further. Uh, yeah. So now comes the most famous feature all about what we're talking about, the split screens. We can create multiple split screens within our our Tmux session by pressing the prefix key followed by the percentage sign. So I will give you the quick demo. Currently, I'm in the single Tmux session, and I will press Control A, and I will press the percentage sign. Oops, sorry. Oops, one second. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So the keyboard is a little of my machine is a little greasy, I guess. Okay. Yeah. So see, we have created multiple separate window right now, and we can by pressing the percentage sign, and we can create a horizontal split using apostrophe s. Nice and easy, right? So, and if you want right now, if you will notice that if I do a press, the cursor remains on the window. I can't go back to this window, the bigger window, by just clicking on that section. Unlike Terminator, if you guys have used it, if you just click on the Terminator window, the cursor goes back to the same screen, not with the Tmux. If you want to move your cursor between the windows, you have to use the prefix key followed by the arrow sign. So, so I have mentioned these steps within the PPT as well. Yeah. If you want to use the arrows followed by the with the sign keys. Prefix, just remember that once you press the prefix Control plus A, remove your hand from Control and A, then press the arrow signs and or any action. And you know, using the prefix key, if you press the space bar, the Tmux will rearrange these windows in different way. So it just follow its own inbuilt algorithm, and it will create its own frames. Nice and easy. All right. So that's the move number 6 we are talking about. But I think the best part is yet to come. Where yeah, I think before we move further, we can let me tell you how we can kill these windows. If you see, if I want to kill a certain window, so okay. If I want to kill this specific small window, we'll follow the same command which we use to kill the complete Tmux session. If we go back to the to previous slide where we have shown you to create a new session, we use the key Control A plus C. To kill a session, we use cross X. So in the same way, if we want to kill a small window, we will use the same command. Yes, perfect. From here, I think we'll move further, and we will see how we can use some other features within the Tmux. So Tmux also comes up with a very good tool, the searching mechanism. That's the second main advantage, I would say. So for example, let me see where I am. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So right now, in a Terminator or on an any window, I would say, uh, if there is a big dump file, maybe when you are basically working on a machine on hack the box, and you want to search a file. So searching a file can get little difficult because if you are looking for a specific field, so because you need to either open that within a notepad and do a Control F and do a search for a specific keywords. Tmux makes your life easy. If you want to look for a certain keyword, as I mentioned, my mouse will not go up. If I want to go up, use if I press my key bars like up and down key bar, it will just repeat me the commands which I have ran earlier. I can't go up right now. And so to perform, if you want your mouse, if you want your cursor to go up and see the output of your previous command, you have to press the prefix key followed by the open bracket. Yep. So now, right now, after I press it, I can easily move my cursor upstream. Very easily, right? And if I want to search something, I will just press question mark, and I can easily type my search keyword. For instance, I will type nmap, and I press enter. It will highlight all my keywords where the nmap is being used within the nmap terminal window. I can even use a keyword like password, and if there is a dump of the file, and you can easily go there and search for it. If I press next n as a letter, it will show me wherever this nmap as a keyword is being searched. If I want to get out of it, I will just press enter. Perfect. We go back to the slides and see how we have mentioned it. Prefix plus the bracket sign. It will take you into this edit mode where you can basically search for it. You can either use a question mark sign or you can use this backward slash. Perfect. I've also referred to the IFSEC video where I gathered all this knowledge, what I've portrayed on this video. But initially, because I was a little confused from that video, so I tried to gather all this information in form of this PPT so that everyone can be benefited. I hope this session was useful, and thank you for everyone for viewing this video.